Hey there, guys. So, I don't know if you saw it today, but Riot just uploaded their Riot Please video today, which is really long. It was about 8 minutes, but it was content filled with tons of content that we could be expecting soon. And I'll make a TLDR video after this video if you want to wait for that, or if you don't watch it, the 8 minutes, but it's completely fine. I suggest you do. Anyways, today's video is going to focus on the items, which covered most of the Riot Please video, about maybe like 4 minutes of it, and how insane some of these items are. So we're gonna just jump right into it. First off, they're adding a new tier of item that I have to tell you about. So, as in League, we have component items like longsword and stuff, and then we have legendary items, which are full build items like IE and Rabadons. They're adding mythic items to the game, where you can only build one mythic item per build, no matter what. So, these are mythic items that are meant to be like game defining, huge power spikes, and we'll go over most of these items and how they're mythic. You can usually tell by the mythic passive if they're a mythic item or not. So this first one is Crimson Shield Bow. 50 attack damage, 15% attack speed, 20% crit chance, 12% lifesteal. When you take damage that would reduce you below 30% health, gain a 150 to 500 health shield for 3 seconds, and 20% increased lifesteal for 8 seconds. Mythic passive empowers other legendary items with 8 plus 8 armor and plus 8 magic resist. So this is kind of nuts because it's just a pretty standard attack speed, AD, crit, lifesteal item all in one for ADCs with health shield like PD, and it gives all your other completed items like IE or Phantom Lance or RFC 8 armor and 8 magic resist, which is really crazy when you think about it. So this kind of sets the bar of the expectation for mythic items. And then the next one here is the Behemoth Slayer. 60 attack damage, 25 attack speed, 20 crit chance. Every third attack deals 80 to 240 additional true damage, plus 30% bonus AD as well. The Mythic passive empowers other legendary items with 5% critical strike damage. Not crit chance, crit damage. So these items are kind of nuts because essentially gives anyone a free vein passive, and it ups their crit damage as well. So these items can do some very powerful effects and do lots of damage. Very capable of it. So expect these to be like nuts. And it's still early testing. They're not even on PvE. So if something is crazy, they could totally 180 on it and change it completely. And there's a third new one, Gale Force. So 60 attack damage, 15% attack speed, 20% crit chance. The active effect is a dash a short distance, cannot cross the walls, deal 105 or 240 plus 30% bonus AD, magic damage to lower self and nearby enemy. Damage is increased to enemy missing health. So, this was in the Riot Please video, and here's a little clip of it working. The dash is pretty big range, kind of looks like an Ezreal E, kind of nice, I like that. And the Mythic passive empowers other legendary items with 2% movement speed. This item is crazy for like mobile ADs like Jinx, Forest, or just anyone who wants extra mobility. Like I think that's crazy. Rengar jumps on you, you dash back and your movement speed. So these things are kind of nuts and seem fun too, to be honest. With that kind of active, I'd love to buy those items. So this is not a mythic item. This is the first true AP bruiser item. It's called Cursed Demon Help. Gives you 80 AP, 400 health. Ability damage applies Azakana's Embrace for 4 seconds. The Azakana's Embrace makes the target take 2% of their maximum health as magic damage every second. You gain 20 armor and magic resist every second while enemies are afflicted. See, this is nuts, because to me, this sounds like a mythic item, because that's pretty strong. It's like Leandri's, but on top of it, for every person that's affected, you gain 20 armor, armor and magic resist. That's really nuts. I also like that they tied in the Azakana, as that's a lore reference to demons, and recently it's been oozing into more mainstream League with Fiddlesticks and Spirit Blossoms. Kind of cool. And here's a look at the new shop. The new shop looks really clean, and we have another mythic item right here called Battering Ram. So Battering Ram has 40 attack damage, 500 health, and 10% ability haste. Remember, we went over haste. Haste is going to be a new version of cooldown reduction. There's going to be ability haste and ultimate haste, which overall is literally just cooldown reduction and a more complicated formula that we don't currently have yet. It is the Rage passive from Phage, where dealing physical damage grants you 20 movement speed for 2 seconds, and increased movement speed if it kills the target. It has a Spellblade effect. Spellblade is like Sheen, so after you cast an ability, next it'll do something. So after casting ability, next attack grants bonus range, speed, and deals bonus physical damage equal to 200% your base physical damage on hit, and dashes you a short distance towards the target. 1.5-second cooldown. The Mythic passive is your other legendary items gain 6% tenacity and slow resistance. So this item is all about sticking on them, since you could leap towards them, deal bonus damage, gain move speed, and then gain tenacity and slow resistance. That's really cool. I like that. And if we look at the rest of the items, we can see some new updated icons and some old familiar faces, such as the Madrid's Razor. Back from about season 1 to 3 or 4 is when I took it out. This item was kind of nuts as a jungling item, and now it looks like it's returning back as a real item. 3,400 gold. So that'd be funny if we see this again. And I'm not sure what some of these other changed icons are, but they look really cool. I know what this one is. This is the Harmonic Echo. I'll flash it on the screen. This is from the Preseason item dev blog. Harmonic Echo, I think, is exactly like Luden's Echo, where moving and cast abilities build stacks, and then on your next 100, which makes it so your next ability cast of that's a heal or shield, gives bonus heal on their target, which then splashes the 4 or 3 nearby allies. Really cool things. I've seen some of these things from the Preseason blog that they were talking about. And then here's another preview of the new shop. This is the recommended tab, and they were talking about how they want to have suggested items in your recommended to give you new item choices that are adapted that go towards the team you are playing against currently. So I'm not sure how well these would work, but I think these are super cool that they want to adapt the build for you. So like example, they want you to build voice stuff because you're against Maokai and Camille. I think this is smart stuff. Hopefully it works out really well. But overall, I think people will still use stat websites like u.gg or op.gg or figure out their own builds. But I do like this. This is a step in the right direction for sure. And some of these icons are cool. Void Staff Rabs and Zanya's like really, really, really nice in here. And then they even rework some of our familiar items, such as Mortal Reminder. It still gives 25 attack damage, and then it also now gives 30% attack speed and 20 crit chance. Very, very strong. The unique passive is Crit Edge. Dealing physical damage on basic attack damage applies a 35% Grievous Wounds, which is a little bit less than we have on live on enemy chains for 2 seconds. Basic attacks undo healing though, dealing bonus true damage on hit up to 40% of the amount of the target has healed for within the last 2 seconds. I think this is so sick because not only is the item more stat efficient because it gives us better stats that we might actually want. It applies Grievous Wounds, and if they actually get healed and they overheal out of our Grievous Wounds, we get true damage and get to undo that healing and really punish them for it. So it's super. I think it's super sick and it's cool design. I can't wait to have items like this. I hope there's one for shielding as well. And then I think I have one more item to show you guys, or I think I do at least. Yeah, right there. Frozen Heart. They also reworking Frozen Heart a little bit. It no longer has 110 armor. It has 80 armor, 400 mana, 20% cooldown reduction. I should say ability haste. Not sure why. Unique Aura reduces the attack speed of my enemies for 15%. Not as much, but the new passive Cold Steel reduces basic attack damage for up to 2% of your HP. Currently 12 in this screenshot. Capped at 60% of the attack's damage. Super cool stuff. I think this is sick. I like seeing these crazy effects really take over the game. Some people may not like them. I personally like them. I think they have time to balance these out if they are crazy. But these are all the items I have for you today. And I'd urge you guys to watch Riot Please video or keep looking at items so they can get feedback. And I cannot wait for these to get on PBE and get them into my own hands because they seem awesome to try. With that, guys, glad you made it to the end of the video. Comment down below if you did. Comment if you liked it and what you want to see in the future. Like the video, dislike the video if you didn't like it. And please subscribe. It really helps motivate me to keep making videos. And I would love to do this full time. Till then, guys, have a good day.